What is up, everyone? Tonight we have something special to show you. And you might be wondering, why do I have this game shirt on? And yeah, I'm training this bad boy. But before we get started, as I usually say in every single video, first, if you haven't already, subscribe. It's free. Click that notification bell so we can get notified whenever I upload a new video. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already, and comment and put some good comments down below. So I'll give you a moment to do that. I'll just give you a moment to, you know what you gotta do. You done? No? Okay. I'll give you a little more time. Did you do it? Did you do what I said? Well, without further ado, let's get into it. So this is not going to be your typical old plush video or any Toy Story related video. It's related, Sonic related. As you know, I am a big fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. But just to be clear, without being said, it's going to be about movie Sonic the Hedgehog related, which means, Paramount Pictures, the movie Blue Hedgehog, CGI, real life. So that's what we're talking about, real life Sonic the Hedgehog, not the modern, not the classic, movie, Paramount related. So I have a bunch of the movie characters related. I have a few action figures and plushies that I'm gonna be showing you, and their accessories, which I'm also gonna be showing you. But we'll get to them in just a sec. First of all, what we're gonna do first, I am going to be showing you my movie Sonic DVD collection. Yes, I have 4 of them, which I'm going to be showing you in number order. So first off, obviously, we're going to be starting off the first very sequel, Sonic the Hedgehog 1, released on February 14 of 2020. As you can see, this was released obviously in COVID-19 coronavirus back in February 14 of 2020. 2020 was the horrible year of our lives, and I did not even have a chance to see this movie. But at least we have it in DVD form, and if you haven't seen Sonic the Hedgehog 1 or the second movie, the Knuckles series and Sonic 3, you can watch it on Paramount Plus. If you have Paramount Plus, of course, or if you have the app on your phone or on your tablet or even on the computer if you have one, you can do it, but I know it's going to be paying, so good luck with that. So, but for me, I just stick with the DVDs. So, first of all, we have, hold on, first I need to check to see, okay, the disc is there, in there, so. First off, we have Sonic the Hedgehog 1, the very first sequel. I know I just mentioned it, but the very first sequel of the franchise that has started all. Here we have our little blue boy, your blue boy, Sonic the Hedgehog. Look at him running through San Francisco in a warp ring. This is the logo, Sonic the Hedgehog. And we all know this guy, this boy right here, Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, but instead just calls him Rob. And I am a huge fan of Jim Carrey. All his wackiness. This is what just made me, love this franchise. And of course, James Marsden as the Donut Lord. Tom Wachowski, of course, best friend of this Blue Hedgehog. They should have added Ben Schwartz. Ben Schwartz did voice this guy. And Jim Carrey, obviously, Dr. Ivo Robotnik, aka Dr. Eggman. So here's the front, the spine, which it has the Paramount logo, the little picture of Sonic the Hedgehog, DVDs, and captions. And here's the back. Here's Sonic on top of Tom Wachowski's cop car. And here are some of the clips from the actual movie. And there we go, you can kind of see it. And this is rated PG, by the way. Disc made in Germany. I'm not so sure if you could see it. I think you could kind of see it, but it's there. And here's the disc itself. Let me move it like in front. There you go. Sonic the Hedgehog 1. You can kind of see my face, but whatever. This is the disc. So that's Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Still a good old classic, based off the first video game on the Sega Genesis. I know this is like the origins of Sonic and Robotnik. So let's put that out to the side. And next up we have Sonic the Hedgehog 2, released on April 6th. Yeah, I think it was April 6th. April 6th or 8th? I think it was April 6th. I can remember that. April 6th of 2022. If anyone would correct me, you could search it up on Google and list of the release date. If I got it right, that's good. But if I got it wrong, put the release date on the comments below so I could remember that. That would be appreciated from you guys. Yeah, from you. I'm talking to you viewers at home. Anyways, without my jokes aside, you get that? Thank you very much. Anyways, we have the cover. I really love the cover on this DVD cover. It has obviously Sonic the Hedgehog, the Donut Lord, and the Pretzel Lady, which is Maddie Wachowski. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and this features new characters like Idris Elba as Knuckles the Echidna, Colleen O'Shaughnessy as Tails, and look at that, the new suit of Dr. Eggman. Oh, I really look at that. Papa's got himself a brand new stash. Anyways, without my Jim Carrey voice impressions aside, like look at that. That is awesome, guys. And this is featured on the Labyrinth Zone. Man, the covers on this dude, it's fascinating. And here we have Sonic, featured in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic versus Knuckles. Look at that. There's Sonic and Knuckles and the Master Emerald. And the Warp Ring, the side, the spine. Paramount, we have Jim Carrey, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Ben Schwartz, Eggman and Sonic right there. DVD captions. And here's the back. I love the back covered on this. You can't tell me this one's cool. The first one was good, but for the sequel, the second sequel, it just got even better. Obviously, these two, look at that. I love it. I love it. I like it a lot. You get that reference from a familiar Jim Carrey movie? Thank you very much. And another familiar reference that I just mentioned. Here we have some of the scenes from the movie, of course, just like how I mentioned from the first one. Looking pretty nice. This is made in Germany, just like the first one. Let me check the disc. Alright, so here's the disc if you want to look. And then here, we got some goodies. Okay. It comes with play as Sonic on mobile. Download now. We have Sonic Dash and Sonic Forces. And here's the merchandise for the second sequel. If you want to look. Visit Sega Shop. And on the back, some Sonic the Hedgehog games. We have Sonic Colors Ultimate and Sonic Origins, which is Classic Sonic, Classic Tails, Classic Knuckles, Classic Amy Rose, and the Classic Ivo Robotnik. And Metal Sonic! Metal Sonic! Yeah! Okay. I'm getting a little excited. Alright. That's Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And next up, we have... Do I have to mention it? Oh, what am I going to say? Knuckles, the TV show. More like the Wade Whipple series. Come on, bro. Okay. You might be wondering why I call it the Wade Whipple series. I'll explain it a bit. So, you know what? This is why I call it the Wade Whipple series. It says Knuckles, but barely any Knuckles. This is about Knuckles, like, taking Wade to be a warrior, like a bowling tournament, and having dad issues from a father who abandoned Wade on a TJ Maxx. What a fun Nickelodeon TV show. Not! Here we have Knuckles. It comes with this slipcover. It says right here, from the world of Sonic the Hedgehog. Here we have a CGI of Knuckles. It includes special features. And you can... Here's the back. Here's the scenes from the episodes. See, this is why. There's Wade. And of course, there's Maddie, Tails, and Sonic. And of course, Knuckles with his adventure hat. How lucky that he got that hat. Look at that hat. That is awesome. And there's the villain, the Bayard, which I don't know why I call him that. There's the special features. Wade with the bowling ball. It says it's not rated. Yeah, it says not rated, but it is produced by Paramount. So it comes with... Here's the spine of the Paramount logo. Knuckles with the Flames of Disaster. The word Knuckles, DVD. And it just features the same thing. So yeah, it comes to this slipcover, and here's the cover itself. The same as before. And it comes with 2 discs. This one and this one. This one comes with the special features. But for the first one, the 3 first episodes are The Warrior, Don't Ever Say I Wasn't There For You, and The Shabbat Dinner. And for the second disc, The Flames of Disaster, Reno, baby. What happens in Reno stays in Reno. And it also includes the special features. So if you want to look at these real quick, don't mind if you do. See that? Still not a big fan of this series. I hope when Sonic 4 comes out, maybe in the future for Paramount they could do like an Amy Rose series, or I know they're gonna be saying they're gonna be doing which by the way, we're gonna be getting onto that next. If you want to know what I'm talking about, I'll talk about it later. Just sit back and pay attention. So there's that, the Wade Whipple series, Knuckle series, quote unquote. And now we get to my favorite number 1 movie out of all time. Oh wait, I forgot to mention. This was the Nickelodeon TV series of the Knuckles show was released on April 26th of 2024. I forgot to mention that. Now, we get to the main event. If you're a big fan of this franchise, I bet you know what's coming next. So, this movie, released on December 20th of 2024 last year, the best Sonic movie and the best video game movie adaptation. And you know what I'm talking about. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Look at this, boys and girls. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. And you want to know why? Keanu Reeves. Bro, Keanu Reeves as Shadow the Hedgehog. And we have the new suit. We got the modern Eggman suit for the movie Eggman. And we have his beloved grandfather, Professor Gerald Robotnik. And of course, these two are played by Jim Carrey and Jim Carrey. I just love Jim Carrey's, like, his wackiness, his 90 classic moves, his mustache, bro. Then here we have Sonic with the fist, Knuckles with the Flames of Disaster, which brought back the Knuckles' Flames of Disaster in the third movie when they were in London, to reach gun headquarters in London, of course. There's Tails, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Sonic chasing Shadow on the Dark Rider. I know it's not called the Dark Rider in the third movie, but it's a gun GUN motorcycle that he took from Tokyo when Keanu Reeves is beating these guys. Bench Wars versus Idris Elba versus Khalil O'Shaughnessy versus Keanu Reeves. And on the bottom it says, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Of course, it's better than the second movie, for crying out loud. Here's the spine. Paramount logo has Sonic the Hedgehog 3. We have Keanu Reeves as Shadow right here. Captions, DVD. And here's the back. I love the back on this. Sonic versus Shadow. Let's go! And here's some of the clips from the film. I love this scene when there's 2 Eggmen now. Double your villains, double your fun. 2 Robotniks are way worse than 1. Chest bump? No. Okay. You get that reference from this scene? And here we have when they're at the Chow Garden. Well, in this case, the Chow Garden restaurant. I know there's not a Chow Garden in the actual real world of movie Sonic, but in the modern games, there is a Chow Garden. So there's James Marsden and Tika Sumpter, Tom Wachowski and Maddie. Disc made in Germany. And it has the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 disc and another goodie from just like from the second movie, but this is a very special one. This is Sonic X Shadow Generations, available now. It says 9 out of 10, an amazing Sonic remaster. 9 out of 10, a must-play game ranked. That's nice. And this game is for the PS5, a Nintendo Switch, and for the Xbox. So if you want to look right here, there's Shadow, Sonic, and Classic Sonic. Well, yeah, in this case, the generations of Classic Sonic and Modern Sonic, and this is Modern Shadow. So this is a pretty nice goodie. So let's put that back in there. Let's put this off to the side, and now we're gonna get to the main attraction, which is the characters in a sense. So, but first, let's take a look at let's do the plushies first. Yeah, let's do the plushies. First off, we have obviously our main blue boy, Sonic the Hedgehog, the fastest creature in the universe. I had this guy ever since, I think on November in 2023, I believe. I think it's I bought him in November 2023 on Amazon. He looks pretty cool. This is the second movie edition, not the third one. This is the Sonic Movie 2 plush that I bought from Amazon. As you can see, I use this guy in my videos. Look at that face. We have his kicks, his Puma red looking shoes, and nothing much to say about this plush, but he's pretty cool though. Pretty nice for the collection, I have to admit. So, and of course, it wouldn't be Sonic without his little buddy, Miles Tails per Hour. In this case, just Tails. So here we have his little buddy Tails. Looks pretty cute for a Tails plush. I have to admit, he looks pretty adorable. I think I got this guy on my birthday. Well, not last year. It was back in uh 2023 or 22. Either one of those years on May. It's like on May. I think it was like back in May 2023, if I can remember correctly. I don't remember. But yeah, I got this guy on my birthday on May 2023. Yeah, nothing much to say about this tech guy. Of course, he loves tech. Of course, here's his cute little face and his shoes, and obviously his two tails that can help him fly. He looks pretty nice with his buddy Sonic. Now, let's get into my favorite character of all the collection. It is Knuckles the Echidna, voiced by Idris Elba. Of course, this is voiced by Ben Schwartz and Colleen O'Shaughnessy, which, by the way, Ben Schwartz and Colleen O'Shaughnessy shared the same birthday, which is, I believe, on last month of September. So, I know, happy late birthday for Ben Schwartz and Colleen O'Shaughnessy, that they shared the same birthday, the same birthday date. So, happy birthday to these guys. But anyways, here we have Knuckles himself, Knuckles the Echidna. I got this guy. Crap. Now I don't remember when I got this guy. I know I got it from Amazon, but I don't remember. I can't put my finger on it. I don't remember honestly. My memory's like completely lost at this point. But anyways, so here we have Knuckles. Ooh, his quill is like a little bit twisted. I don't know what's. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. But here we have his face. Ooh, he's determined. He just want to punch Sonic on the face. He just want to punch this guy. Of course, from the second movie that we saw. You see that? You might want to take a look. Pretty sick if you ask me. But these two, like, ooh, they just want to fight. But nah, they're friends. They're friends at the end of the second movie, of course. And they continue on in the Knuckles series and the third movie. So, here's Knuckles. Here's his fist with the gloves of the Knucks. And his Lego brick details for the shoes. They put, like, this is good quality. Pretty nice. Now we have Team Sonic. If I can put it, like, in this order. So here we have Ben Schwartz, Colleen O'Shaughnessy, and Idris Elba. Pretty nice additions for the collection. Am I donating these? No. They're for the collection, of course. And now, for the plush that you've all been waiting to see. And of course, I've been using this plush also in my videos. The same way it goes with these three. And it's none other than the legend himself, Keanu Reeves, Shadow the Hedgehog. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Who is it? Who is this guy, bro? Keanu Reeves. Look at his face. They almost look like brothers, but they're not brothers. But they look alike. They look alike, bro. And so here's Shadow's face, his ears, and the quills on this, bro. They put a lot of detail. The black and the red, just dark and edgy. That's what he is, dark and edgy. And the red eyes, his chest fur, the inhibitor rings, the gloves. Oh my! Even they detailed the air shoes, bro. Jack Specific put a lot of detail on this guy. And on the bottom, the rocket propulsions for the air shoes, so he can air shoot like, which is pretty sick. Not gonna lie. And of course, he did face off these three, especially during the trailer. If I could hold them. Okay, I can kind of hold them at the same time, but that's when he faces off. Just kick their butts. So let's put them off to the side. Actually, you know what? Let me put them right here for now because we're gonna move on to the accessories, and I do have a few accessories that they use in the movie, or especially on the Knuckles show or the Way Whip, or whatever you like to call it. First off, we have Sonic's bag of rings. Of course, this is the same bag of rings that he used in the first and second movie. Of course, this does not fit on him. It's too big. And of course, I'm not going to be wearing this. But what's inside is... I also have another extra bag here. And what's inside... This not only includes the rings, which I'm going to be showing you in a bit. This also includes the 7 Chaos Emeralds. So here we have, I'm going to do it like in a rainbow order. Here we have the red one, as you can see. Pretty nice. What else do we have? We have the red one. We have the yellow one, as you can see. And of course, Shadow's favorite, the green Chaos Emerald, which I have to admit looks pretty nice with Shadow. Hold it. There we go. Looks pretty nice with this guy. Gives me vibes of modern Shadow when he's using the green Chaos Emerald. You just gotta teleport, Chaos Control, or stop time. So there's the green Chaos Emerald. And then we have wait, hold on, I'm trying to get it. Oh, here we go. I got it. Here we have a light blue. Looking very nice. Next up, we have a dark blue. This one's a nice color as well. I like the color on these Chaos Emeralds. And last two, here we have the purple. Very nice, very nice. And now for the last one we have is the silver one, or the clear chrome, whatever. Like a visible Chaos Emerald, I think. I don't know. Or maybe the Scion? I don't remember the color, but this is how it looks. We have the 7 Chaos Emeralds. I'm gonna put them back in this little baggie, so you know I won't lose them. Oh shoot, the camera. Alright, hold on. We just put them inside. I don't wanna damage them so they won't shred into a million pieces like in the Master Emerald. I'm gonna put this off to the side. And now we can get it into the main. Hold on, let me fix my camera. There we go. We can get into the rings. Here's the strap where you can put it on. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let me try it on. Let me try to get comfortable. So here's how. Here, let me lift up my chair a little bit. So here's how it looks. It is basically how it looks in the first and second Sonic the Hedgehog movies when Sonic used the bag. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Let me take this off. It's kind of stupid on me. Anyways, let me take a look at the rings. It included five warp rings. So here we have. So yeah, this is just the same rings, golden rings. Pretty nice. Here we have the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth, and the fifth. Pretty nice. I'm gonna put them back so it doesn't chip off. We want to make it look nice and gold and shiny. Now let me put this back. Alright, and put the strap back in there and zip it up. And there you go. We have the bag of rings and the Chaos Emeralds inside. Pretty nice addition to have in my collection. And next up, we have Knuckles' adventure hat. And I know I used like an extra Disney Store Woody hat. Just simply colored this in dark blue. I know it's kind of faded off, but... And I added the little star on it. And I used the tape to, you know, tape it on. And now, speaking of which, let's see how it looks on Knuckles, shall we? I did use this in one of my videos, but I don't use this that often. I just have it like in a few videos, but not too much. So here's how it looks. It looks like, of course, a little bit what we see in the Knuckles show. Like in a few scenes. Looking, see, and there it goes. If you added some tape, it'll really stick on. But for now, just gonna leave it like that, which is pretty nice. Alright, I just have to cut for a second. Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. Forgot to bring my water. So yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with Knuckles' head, or else it just keep falling off. So I'm gonna put that off to the side. But it looks pretty nice on him. The next item we have is the Master Emerald. Ooh, looks a little bit dusty. It's a little bit dusty though. Which it looked nice, and by comparison, how it looks when Knuckles is holding it, almost identical how it looks in the movie. Just like right here, this clip from the second movie. I'll put a picture right here. While this picture is going on, this is how it looks. Looking nice. And of course, this Master Emerald comes with a little stand, so you can set it up. Actually, let me put it right here so I can show you. As you can see, it does stand. Looking nice. Very nice. But I won't mess around. I won't mess around with it, or else I hope it doesn't break into many Chaos Emeralds, because this is pretty expensive. So I'm just gonna put this off to the side carefully. And now let's put these guys off to the side. We don't need them at this point. Just gonna throw them there. Now let's get into the 5-inch action figures of the third movie that we have. So first off, we have Sonic the Hedgehog, looking nice. Here's a side-by-side comparison with this one. As you can see, he looks a lot bigger. The plushie is a lot bigger than the 5-inch action figure. Also from the same company, Jakks Pacific. So let me put this guy off to the side. Like I said, we don't need him. Here's how he looks. He looks so happy, and of course he's like have clear eyes. So when you move him, it's like he's looking at you, like each moving that you do. And when I move, it's like oh my god, his pupils are looking at me, bro. Oh my! Even when I go up or down, he's just still looking at me. Oh my, dude. They're just trying to be like the Super Mario Bros. Figures from the movie. Of course, he has those butterfly joints. You can move the hip. Here's the quills that are clear. I don't know why they did that, but I guess they want to give it like a clear look, I guess. I mean, I'm not so sure if you can barely see. You can kind of see, but not too much. Like, look at that. Only if they would light up. That would have been cool. And here's the Puma shoes. I like how they added the little yellow detail on there. They did not do it on the plush, did they? No, I don't think they didn't. No, they didn't. I like how they did it on this one. So that's Sonic for you. Next up, we have Tails. Oh, I love his adorable smile. Of course, every single tail needs to smile. Come on. And this one is... Oh my... I don't know, but this one is still looking at me when I move. And of course, you can move his... Of course, they're all articulated, so you can move the ball joints. The hands. I forgot to show you that from Sonic. And here we have his tails. Pretty nice. Let's see. You can obviously do that from the plush, but unfortunately, when you set him down, it's just heavy. His tails is making him heavy. So I just rather put him down so he would upside down like this, so he would be able to stand up. So he looks pretty nice side by side with Sonic. So looking nice with these two buddies. Next up, we have obviously the red wrecking ball himself, Knuckles. Oh, look at that face. Look at that face, bro. He's like mad. He's like, I'm coming for you to punch your face. Unworthy. Look at the fizz, bro. You can move the knuckles. That is sick. I love the detail on the quills. They look absolutely amazing. And of course he has those clear eyes. Here we have his Lego shoes. I love the detail they put on the bottom. They didn't have to do it, but they did. They also do that to Tails. Well, no, it's just illegal details that nobody cares. But for Sonic, they did add detail on him, like actual real Puma shoes. These are Puma shoes that he's wearing. I love the detail on this, bro. Look at that. Look at all of that. Man, Jakks Pacific did a really good job on this sculpting. Looking so nice. I love it. I love it. That's why I'm never getting rid of this. And he, look at that. He just catch up to the screen. He's taller than everybody, but when I put him side by side with Sonic, he's still taller. Let me get out I have a ruler with me just to show you the height. Yeah, he's taller than Sonic. Slightly taller. Which is pretty nice. Here we have the Team Sonic. And now we have Mr. Shadow the Hedgehog. Hold on, he's in a funky looking pose. Let me fix that up real quick. Okay, I think I got it. There we go. There we go. Here we have Keanu Reeves himself. Of course he has to have a mad facial expression because all Shadow is grumpy. I wouldn't say grumpy, but he's like dark and edgy. Man, but these two look good together. Or actually, Shadow versus Knuckles, boys. Look at that face. He's like, I'm coming for you, Echidna. Or punch you, whatever. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, he's not gonna do that. Come on, Knuckles is not that bad of a guy, am I right? He's a good guy. Look at that. Look at the detail on the quills. Oh my goodness. And the chest fur, the clear eyes, the inhibitor rings. Let me show you that. Let me try to show you. And also, my favorite, the air shoes. Look at that detail, bro. And there's the bottom. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And here's the back. Wow. Jakks Pacific did a really good job. So let me put him here. I'm not so sure if you could see Sonic though. Alright, let me just move them aside. Okay, you could kind of see them. The next thing we have is oh yeah, I forgot to show you one more accessory that I forgot to show you. The motorcycle. This is the same motorcycle that Shadow rode on. I forgot to show you that. Where this guy just rode on it to get away from Sonic. Pretty nice. Very, very nice. So I'm going to put this off to the side. And of course I had to take out the batteries because of battery corrosion. Now, for the last four, I think I know what I'm going to show you first. We have Supersonic. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Look at that. We have Supersonic in the house. Look at that facial expression. What do you guys think? He looks ready and revved up. Look at that. The quills are lifted up. He's all yellow with gold. His eyes are red. Of course, the Puma shoes are exactly the same as this one. Let me see. Yeah, the same Puma shoes, and especially on the bottom, how it looks. And of course, Supersonic wouldn't be the same without Super Shadow. Yes, I got also Super Shadow. So let me lower his arms down. Oh wow. But yeah, here we have Super Shadow. Look at that. Of course, they use the same model. They use the same movie Shadow model, except with a repaint. Of course, the facial expression is exactly the same as this one, except with a repaint. See the gold? And of course, they added detail on the inhibitor rings, which made them, like, light up. Pretty nice. And of course, his arm is like a little bit loose, but I don't mind. Here's the other one, and the air shoes are exactly the same. Of course, they have to add the white lining, like they're glowing up. He's made out of chaos energy when he's transforming to Super. But these guys look so nice together, especially at the end of the movie when they're destroying the Eclipse cannon. So let's put these two right here. And now the final two. The final two. I'm not even going to show you one by one. I'm going to show you two of them. And these two, I wanted to save them the best for last. Definitely the best for last. We have, I'm sure you guys seen it. I'm sure you guys seen it. You already know who it is by now. You basically know who it is. Jim Carrey. We have, double the carry, double the mayhem. Let me make him stand up. Okay, move his head. There we go. We have both of the Robotniks, Ivo Robotnik and Gerald. So let's take a look at Ivo. I love his mustache. He has the goggles, the menacing look on his face. Of course, his lab coat. his gloves, and I like that they added the detail for the buttons. It's like he's pressing the buttons to activate his drones. And this one's like a Spider-Man kind of fingers. What is he doing, the Spidey? I don't know. Classic Jim Carrey. Of course, the pants and the shoes with the gold detail, especially on the bottom of this part. You can make him stand. Looking nice. And of course, he doesn't go to scale with the 5-inch action figures. It's like Chuck E. Cheese mascots. Literal Chuck E. Cheese mascots. These do not go in scale at all. No, they don't. If they would have made them like a little bit smaller, they would go to scale with him and his grandfather. But 5-inch action figures, I mean, I guess, I mean, I won't complain. Sorry, got a little bit thirsty, but I gotta stay hydrated. So here we have, we showed him. I already showed him. Now, let's move on to his grandfather, Gerald Robotnik. As you can see, he has the white eyebrows and the white mustache. His lab coat, especially the badge, which it says, if I can read it with my glasses, it says Dr. Gerald Robotnik, which is supposed to say professor, not doctor. I'm not so sure if you could see. I mean, kind of. I don't think you would be able to see it, but it's supposed to say professor, not doctor. Doctor is this guy. Professor is this guy. So here we have his, what is this? A brown or purple color shirt, I guess, and his white lab coat. And of course, he has the big guns playing congas on a big fat belly. His brown pants and his brown looking shoes. Of course, they had to add the detail on it. Yeah, I know. But here's the thing that kind of bugs me. In the movie, it should be, about this height. Not this height, this height. If they would have made Ivo the same height as his grandfather, that would have looked accurate. But this is not accurate size. This is accurate size. Or maybe is it because of the moldings? I think it could be the moldings. Well, basically on the chest part. If they would have added the fat guts on this guy, it would have go good with next to his grandfather. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna complain. It's still looking pretty good. Still look good for the collection. So let me put both of the Robotniks out of the side. Get these carries out of the way. And let me put these guys off to the side. And that's gonna be it for today's video of my Movie Sonic collection that I have. And I hope when Sonic 4 comes around on 2027, they'll make plushies, obviously, for Metal Sonic and for movie Amy. I can't wait for that. But anyways, that's gonna be the end for today's video, folks. If you liked it, all you have to do, remember what I said, subscribe, it's free, turn on that notification bell so I can get notified whenever I upload a new video. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave some good comments down below, especially if you made it this far. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye then. In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you folks on the next video.